Hey everyone! Welcome back. I am back today with more of That Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime, you guys. Last episode was super fun, and we got some new faces and some new stuff going on, and I'm here for it. So, I will briefly just give you a few of my thoughts before we jump into this next episode. But first off, I just want to say if you're joining me early today, you know just what that means. It means that you are one of my awesome patrons. Thank you so much. And as always, I'm sending up those big old hugs right through that screen. And if not, still thank you for joining me today. I'm glad you're here. I do hope you'll consider supporting me that way. The link to my Patreon is going to be in that description down below. And if you're joining me on those YouTubes, I hope you'll hit like and subscribe for me. Thank you so much. All right, guys. So we got a little bit of exploration of the new form and how like the new shadow clone thing, that's not what it's called, but I'm calling it shadow clone, how that works and how we can like vary that and adjust it. I love that in a way Shizu is kind of living on here in that the human form resembles her. I love that we repaired the mask, and it's also super handy too because that is a really good way to kind of not give away all your cards or whatever, like when you're meeting a new group and you're kind of trying to size up what's going on. So that was really cool, and it's just like another really nice way to honor her. We met a new group of friends, the Ogres, who have a big problem with the Orcs because the Orcs came and harmed their village. So the next one is called the Orc Lord, so I'm sure we're going to get way more on that story. But yeah, making some new friends was good. Getting to meet some of the people that show up in the themes and everything was really nice. And I love how at the end of the day, like, they seem so surprised. Like, really? You want us, what we just fought? Like, you really want us to be your friends? It's like, yeah, why not? Like, why have more enemies? Just come be our friends. Like, let's just all get along. I love the way Rimuru kind of, like, sees the world. And I think that was evident, too, in, like, the kinds of rules that he set up back in, what episode was it? 3 or 4 or something. When he set up the rules of like, just kind of treating others well, basically. Like, why fight if you don't have to? And I love that. So, because being so overpowered, it's so nice that like he's so overpowered, yet he has no desire for any kind of conflict, Even like when he's showing off, I love that he's like, look what I could do. And then he's like, wow, I just really hope they don't push this. I just really want them to back down. So it's just really fun. So yeah, guys, looking forward to seeing where this is all going. Like I said, we have new friends now. We're going to learn about the orcs today. So without further ado, what do you say we just go ahead and jump right into the next episode of That Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime. Let's do this. Yes, what are we all gasping about? Oh, it's just over somebody eating. Okay. Well, this is the first time Rimuru's ever eaten with them. Huh? Is it okay? Is it good? It's the best thing ever. It's the best thing ever. I know that feeling. I know that feeling that just like if food is so good, it makes you want to cry. Now we get to explore the world by means of food. I feel you so much on this one, Rimuru. I get it. Oh, that's a big deal? What? The orcs wouldn't do that? Is what Okay. What's going on? Oh. Unless someone came and powered them up, like the person in the plague doctor mask. Yeah, that's exact, because here's the... Okay, so those are orcs. The boar creatures. So somebody helped them, basically. Oh. Oh, there's a mask. Okay, that's what... Okay. All right, well then, I get why you're so upset. One of the demon lords was... Galmud, one of the demon lords? Or whatever the name was? Wow! They took out that many? Don't get a stomach ache here, Rimuru. It's your first day with your new stomach. Yeah, we seem to know a lot about like spells and herbs and. Aww, we're making friends. Rimuru always comes back to the high level. No. Yeah, no. Your plan is revenge right now with like no other details. Come be in my village. Well, the thing about our village is we like to make new friends. And just so happens we're looking for a demon lord. Look at Rimuru over here, just like building a whole world. Aww. Aww, Rimuru, you're so good. We love you. Okay. Yeah, so him and the princess are brother and sister. So is he a prince? The thing about that is, we could name you, friend. Okay. Well, I'd say Rimuru's pretty strong. Okay. Okay. It's very, very kind of flexible. Cool. Oh, you're pretty perceptive there, Rimuru. Here we go. He named like how many people? Rimuru is aware. Well, but we've never named. Well, but that is a good question, though. That is a good point. Hopefully I'm wrong, but I am wondering if maybe the fact that they're very powered up already will have... Ah! Uh-oh! I guess we didn't get the name out. Rimuru's pillow. Oh, so we did name. Oh. Okay. That's interesting. It's interesting. You would think he would get like bigger and tougher, but it's not all about like size and muscles and all that. You know, it's almost like they look a little bit more human. Did we get to... So we did name all of them. Okay. Yeah, so in other words, you can evolve. It's not all about physical strength. They gained intelligence. Which is what happens when with the goblins too. So, he got a lot of names before he passed out. Okay. Wow. Oh. Oh. Hi, guy, cute girl. Dignified gray. Another. Oh, Rimuru, you've got everyone all sized up, don't you, friend? Oh. Looks, not too pleasant. Lizard men, that's what, okay, that's what that was. Oh, the orcs are after them. Uh-oh. It's a lot. How do they have so many? Were there always so many orcs? Or did somebody do that when they helped them? Well, I'm guessing... Orc Lord. Okay. Thing of legend, apparently. What are we gonna do? Ooh. And the numbers, too. Like, we have so many numbers. Are we gonna ask for help from the goblins? The goblin village of Rimuru? Gabiru. Oh, Galmood. Galmood is the... Okay. Oh, this person was already pretty powerful. Oh, little baby goblins and Gopta. Might be regretting that decision. Oh, he's licking him. He says, "I'll help you." Oh, okay. Unique monster. Well, Rimuru is kind of a unique monster, too. Majin. And that was the... Okay. Oh, I see. But we know that he named one of the lizards and one of the orcs. See, he really, really cared about you, Rimuru, in other words. Huh? Where have we heard that name? Oh, I totally forgot. Why would you go around naming people? So that they work for you? Good thinking. Oh. You're named, that's true. Are they trying to get him to, like, take the throne from his father? Well, he does look awfully proud of himself. Gotcha. Yes? I see. Should we clue Dad in on this first? I guess not. Okay. He's like, nose fully in the air. Okay. Well, that's one way to get everyone ramped up, you know. All right, you guys, that was really good. Wow, we're just like really making our way with the world building here, and I love it. I'm here for it. In this one, we get to know the ogres a little bit better. At first, I was like with Rimuru, I'm like, come on, guys, this is only 6 people. Like, he's gonna have no problem with this. But it's not just naming people. It's the almost like the current form and skill of the people that you're naming that takes its toll on you. So naming, you know, the goblins on the totem pole of, you know, whatever strength or whatever, it did not take as much out of Rimuru to name several goblins. But the ogres were already really powered up physically. I do find it interesting that some of the brute strength was lost in favor of a more human look, and it seems more I don't know if this is true. He said like, oh, this person looks like more intelligent. So I'm like, maybe if like there was a little bit of the physical strength sacrifice in order for more intelligence. And also I think it's really interesting the look became more human. I think that you guys had mentioned that evolution kind of depends on the nature of the person, the creature. Like, it's more than just leveling them up. It is a reflection of their nature and their souls almost. So that's an interesting commentary, isn't it, on the ogres? I'm not quite sure what that's about, but I know that there's probably more to that. So put a little pin in that one for now. So we also learned, which we already knew, somebody was helping the orcs. Now we know, now at least I'm aware again, if I'd forgotten that, I'm so sorry, that Galmute is an officer in the Demon Lord's army, and is the one who's been going through and just like randomly naming people. So you're going through and you're randomly naming people, but why? I get naming the orcs, or I get naming the orc king or whatever, Orc Lord. I get creating an Orc Lord because then you're going to take charge of the orc army and use it to go and attack other places. Why go through and like offer to name the ogres too? Why go and name one of the lizard people? Like, was he planning on going in and like taking control of all those places and it just didn't work out because the ogres refused and the lizard people just didn't go for it? I don't know. But like the orcs did? Like, why go through and name places that you're planning on attacking? You know what I mean? Like, that's interesting. I'm not sure what the reasoning was there. You would think that you would want them to be as weak as possible, you know? So that when you go and name the orcs or whoever, that you could just go in and like have an easier time of destroying them. We got to meet Gabidu, who is the next in line apparently as the leader of the lizard people. I really liked his nose fully in the air, snoot pointing towards the sky. That level of pride, that level of self-admiration, that was impressive. So now the lizard people are going to get help from the goblins. So we're going to have what I'm guessing is like a united front of the dwarves, the goblins, the ogres, and the lizard people. And the wolves, and Rimuru. That's a lot of power right there. Like, just Rimuru is a lot of power, but all these other, that's kind of interesting. Like, that'll be really interesting to see that play out. But why? Like, why are we just to take control of the forest, I guess? Just like someone saw an opening and they're just trying to take control of the forest, I guess. Maybe that's probably the extent of it. So when we refer to the Demon Lord, though, do we mean like the Demon Lord, the blonde one, the Howl one that we've seen? Or are there other Demon Lords? Because they've said, like, one of the Demon Lords. But I would find it really interesting if this all led back to, like, that blonde one. And I would be really curious to know just, like, some of the reasoning there. So, all right, guys, that was really good. We're meeting new people all over the place. We're making new friends. We're building alliances. We're furthering just kind of the village and the infrastructure. It's great. It's awesome. We named a whole bunch of ogres in this one, and they got powered up in a different way. And we learned a little bit about just how, like, a little variation about naming. So we're learning, guys. Learning is fun. That's what the show is showing me. Learning is fun. I knew that already, but in food. Learning in food. Food is very fun. Getting to see Rimuru eat, like, made my heart happy. It really, truly did. And it made me hungry. So I'm going to wrap this up. I love the episode. I hope you enjoyed watching along with me. As always, thank you so much for joining me today. And please be sure to join me next time. We will watch it together. Bye for now, guys.